Hi everyone, it's me again, Stacy, and I'm here today, as promised, to speak to you about energy and vibrations. This is something that's very important to me because I'm realizing how important of a part that this plays in everyday life. I am no longer consciously willing to allow someone to put their negative energy on me, and I consciously do my best. Not saying I'm totally innocent of this, but I'm consciously choosing not to put my negative spin on things and allow people to live their day and their life in a not so good place because of what's going on in my head and how I feel. I don't think that's fair, and that's why I'm refusing to carry it, and I'm refusing to have others carry it as well, at least if I can help it. So that's why I'm here to share. Sharing is caring. So imagine for a moment listening to your favorite song or watching your favorite movie. There's an invisible energy that takes over. And when I say invisible, you can't see it, but yet it's fully able to transmit and take over you for that moment. You get engulfed in the moment, and if it's a song, you start bopping, your spirits go up, you're just in a good mood. It's a good feeling. If it's a sad song that's your favorite song, it takes over still, that invisible force, and it puts you in that sad, depressed mood that you're kind of looking for, you want to be in, I guess. It's your favorite song. So it's doing its job. The same as a movie, it has the same effect, it has the same power. You sit there, and when the tear jerking parts come on, you begin to cry. It's nothing that's touching you, it's nothing that's holding you, but it's in your mind. It's communicating to you, and it's putting you in a zone that you're allowing it to, you know. We can easily change those things by changing the channel, turning off the movie, changing the song, whatever it is. But we give permission to those forces to do that to us. So likewise, we do that with people on everyday basis, and we are not fully conscious of how we're allowing it to happen, when we're allowing it to happen, and how we do it to others. So that's what we're here for. And if you are fully aware and conscious of this, maybe with a capital M, with great possibility, I do believe it's possible. If you are willing to, you can change that in your life and in the lives of others. So I have a few tips here on how you can shift this energy from having such a high impact or changing it into a more positive impact in your life, and how you can do it with others as well. So I have a few notes here, and so you're going to see me reading from it from time to time. I took my time to write it down so I don't miss most of the things. I'm not going to cover everything, but it is something big to me, so I will speak more on this in the future because I think it's needed. So one would be, check your energy at the door. Pay attention to yourself. If you are going into an atmosphere, may it be with a significant other, may it be with your children, may it be with other family members or friends, check what's going on with you. If you're happy, are you wanting to bring this into this atmosphere? Are you wanting to share it with others? Are you looking to be that positive vibration in the area at that moment? If it's negative, and sometimes everyone is happy in the moment, are you wanting to bring that negative energy in the atmosphere? Are you really wanting to shift everyone's mood from a higher frequency to a lower frequency? Pay attention to that. Sometimes we get so within ourselves, we get so selfish, for lack of better words. because that's pretty much what it is. It's all about me, and we're not paying attention to it. So because I'm mad, I'm not thinking about whose moment I'm ruining. So I bring it with me without taking anyone else into consideration. So I would say pay attention to it. Now for yourself, pay attention to how it's affecting you. You know, is this where you want to be? Yes, whatever happened, happened. If it's in a happy moment, most likely that is where you want to be, and that's a great thing. And you want to hold on to that. But if it's not so great, if it's sad or depressing or, irritating or frustrating or angry, is it worth it? Is it possible that you can drop that energy for the moment and continue without it? Is that where you want to be at this moment? Another one is this really who you are? And is this the message you're trying to deliver? Now, in the middle of a situation, more so negatives, good moments people don't really need help with because everyone wants to transmit that positive energy. But if it's negative, is this the message that you're really trying to deliver? Are you caught up in yourself, or are you really communicating what it is you choose to communicate? Is the message getting across? Are you paying attention? Are you connected enough in the present moment to see if you're being receptive, if this is what's needed, or is this just what you're feeling and what you need to say because that's what you need to say it and that's how you needed to say it, and you don't pretty much give a damn about how anybody else feel about the situation. So be fully aware of that. And also, what's important before I even go any further is the spillage. Are you taking the energy from one situation into another? Like, for example, something you didn't want to happen happened. And it's not that heavy, but are you making everyone else suffer because that's how you're feeling? Going back into that selfish mode. Are you being selfish, whether you're aware of it or not? But let's say one of your kids come and ask you a question, or your siblings or your parents or a friend now come and ask you a question, and you're just shifting that and you're putting that on them because you're not fully aware. So a lot of this is about being aware of who you are and where you are in the moment, at every moment. Be your own observer. Just like you watch everybody else and it's easy to judge everybody else and critique and say what's right and what's not right and what makes sense and what doesn't make sense, it's very important that you do that with yourself as well. So be careful of that spillage. And I call it spillage because when you pour something into a glass, sometimes it overflow. Are you taking more so your negative or your positive? It's a good thing with positive, but are you intentionally causing spillage in others' lives? And if you are causing spillage, is it for the better? Are you getting caught up in someone else's energy trap? You have people now on the opposing side. If someone comes in a particular mood and they're in a happy mood, a lot of times we do get caught up in their energy trap, and that's a great thing. At least for me it is. If someone's happy and they're positive and they're inspirational and they're just happy-go-lucky people, I don't mind getting caught up in that. Pull me in your trap. I want to be there. You are who I want to be around. But if it's negative, are you falling into it? If they say something that isn't directly towards you, are you all of a sudden shifting and jumping in that moment? Does it have that type of effect on you? And if it does, can you pay attention and realize that maybe it has nothing to do with you? Maybe they're just feeling a particular way and they don't know how to control or contain it. You don't have to get caught up in that. Leave them with their own bad mojo, I guess, if I'm using it right. Let them have that. You don't have to get caught up in that. As much as it's bubbling up inside, observe and say, I don't want no part of this, and move on. Sometimes it's hard to shake the energy, and I think it's extremely important sometimes to just let people know what's going on with you. And when I say that, that doesn't mean that you have to give them the whole story, song, and dance. Just let them know, you know what? I apologize. It's not what I really want to do, but I'm feeling some kind of way right now. So don't take it too personal. It's not towards you, but I'm having a hard time shaking it. Give me some time and maybe we can work it out later. Or please don't let it dampen your moment. And they can respect that. I can respect it when someone says that because then I'm not taking it personal. I know it's not towards me and I can move on from that. So say how you feel. Say where you're coming from. Very, very helpful, at least for me. And it's been extremely helpful in my life when I do it to other people. They don't take it personal and they can go on with their day as usual and not think that they did something wrong. Feel what it is going on inside of you fully. How does it make you feel? Like, don't try to avoid it. Don't try to shift it. Realize it. The only way we can change things in our lives that we don't necessarily like is to be fully aware of it. Be aware of what it is. Embrace it to some extent. See how it's affecting you so that you're able to work on it. You can't work on what you don't know. So give it space. In the right space. At the right time. That's kind of iffy, but if you can, and not surround people and put it on other people, but notice if it's something that you like, if it's something that you don't like, if it's something that you care about, if it's something that's important to you. That's really, really important. So feel it fully. And if you don't like it, start making changes. We can work on this. You can always call me. Notice, along with feeling it, how it feels inside your body. Is it working for you? Is it giving you a headache? Does it make you happy? Is it good for you? Is it bringing you down? Is it heavy? Is it light? Notice what's going on inside of your body because stress kills, and this is how it starts. There are many people out there, they go to the doctor and things happen and the doctor says it's because of stress. It's because you're letting these invisible forces and invisible energies come and take over, and it makes you sick. It really physically makes you sick. A lot of diseases come from things that are not pleasing and things that you don't like and you don't know how to control and utilize it, and you don't know how to change it. So pay attention to that. Be who you are. Don't hold it back. Be who you are. Just pay attention if being who you are is more so based on your ego, what you think should, would, and could happen because you feel a particular way about it, or is it coming from a deeper space of what you know should happen? It's okay to feel a little afraid, but excited. I'm afraid and excited at the same time. And those are normally spaces that are healthy. But if it's more in your feelings of you're going to be ashamed or you're going to be upset or it's going to make you sad or this shouldn't happen to you, that kind of stuff, let that rest. That's not who you are. Who you are comes from a deeper place. It's the place where the butterflies come from. The place that you know that it's almost practically pushing you off the ledge if you wonder, should I do this? And it's more of a positive undertone to it. That's the place that you want to come from. And that's following your intuition and not your ego. Your intuition doesn't let it go by so easy. Your ego gets in the way. Don't let someone else's thoughts interfere with your mind. That's it. Let them have it. Let them own it. And last but not least, be forgiven. I'm not telling you to forget. I'm telling you to forgive. When you're forgiven, it's for you, not the other person. Okay? It makes life a whole lot easier. You can move forward. All right? That's it for now. Love you guys. And until next time.